Folks, hello, welcome to the channel. This is part 2 of the Can Men Be Women discussion on Facebook. Now, there's somebody that said something which is a basic mistake. And it's almost like it's so easy for me. And if you watch the other video that's been loaded, part 1, this is part 2. This is coming from Climate Con page. There's no such thing as your truth. You can have your opinion, you can have your feelings. Truth has nothing to do with you, your feelings or your opinions. Inability to grasp this concept is why so many continue for every psyop. The truth is the truth. So Christian Carlander, he says, reality is not subjective. Science is not racist. Men are not women. So we're on to men are not women right away off the bat here, even though this is a Climate Con page about the Climate Con. So I think some of them see they're conflating they're not conflating the lefty, the sort of LGBT ideology is in cahoots with the climate alarmism. But notwithstanding that, there are people. There's two circles. 1, 2. There's people in the middle, right in between the two circles. That's what transgender people who are maybe not in male or female circle. So I had somebody call me a paedophile, so I reported him. But what I said was, the word men is within the word women. That's like a food for thought comment. That's what that is, right? Food for thought. Right, so I got quite a bit of abuse. Here we go. This is a guy I reported. Not in the sense you think degenerate, seek mental help or go into hiding. No one likes paedophiles. I don't see what this has got to do with this discussion. Paedophiles has got nothing to do with it at all. I really don't get that at all. I think it's just been ignorant. He's been ignorant. The only thing I see so this is sort of abusive type people. They can't really discuss anything. This guy Jeff Page, he discusses it with me. But the poster, Christian J. Carlander, comes away with a cracker. So Jeff says, the letters who were in addition to the word man, meaning, well, woo, wife of man, woo man. So, I'm getting on fairly well with him. Intelligent enough. When I mean intelligent, I mean willing to chat, share opinions without calling people names and stuff. Christian Carlander says, this is a fatal mistake here. Men are not women. Men cannot get pregnant. I mean, that's an old one. That's as old as the hell's that one. So what I said to him was, does this mean women that can't get pregnant are not women? So this, you're getting right into it there. What is a woman, right? So it's a human that can get pregnant. So that's what Christian thinks. Therefore, my auntie, there's numerous people that I've met and know that they haven't got pregnant. Does that mean they can't get pregnant? Now there's another. Well, yeah, my auntie can't get pregnant. Yeah, that's for sure. Because of her age. I don't know why she didn't. I don't know. They never said. They kept a lot of things quiet. It's personal. I understand that. At the same time, it's secretive. So he said that, and he's not going to be able to answer that. So this guy's Jeff. He's saying the other point is, why allow women to be men? Why should women invade? Why should women invade men's spaces? Right, so he's quoting me. 100% agree on this, on the reverse citation. Well, I don't actually agree with that. I believe the definition of a woman's space, I mean, the toilet thing is another old one. There's no laws regarding toilets that I know of in the UK and Great Britain. You know, it's just a sort of formality that men go into male toilets, men's toilets, and women go into women's toilets. Generally, so for example, a trans woman, right, can't really go into a man's toilet. Could be raped. Well, a man could be raped as well, of course, yeah. Well, there was a thing about the prisons. There was a big row in Scotland about prisons. Nicola Sturgeon resigned over it when Isla Bryson, got transitioned. Don't know what I'll call her because I think she's a she, but I don't really know if she did it just to get into a women's jail or that was the plan. I think it all got stopped, of course, because Sturgeon resigned because she got caught out with it. Because the reporter said, so in some circumstances, a trans woman is not a woman, and that was when going to jail. But the reality is, there's a way of looking at it. Dangly bits are that way, no dangly bits are that way. So on the left you've got, well, it's not because it's up, that way is, you've got a dangly bit, and the other way, so if you've got a dangly bit, it means you can penetrate a woman, right? You don't want them, and so if you've transitioned like that, I don't know the circumstances of that Isla Bryson. I suspect she's actually a male who, she obviously got involved, she or he got involved in a huge amount of shit, nasty stuff, and she's paying for it. He or she is paying for it. So rape, she got done with rape. I'm a bit cynical. I think a lot of the laws are geared up against men in Scotland, especially. The burden of proof is too low is what's happened. So it's a very dangerous place to be. So really, you're better staying away from women. It's difficult. It's not going to help humanity, really. If you're a man, stay away from women because you could get accused of rape. Go to the pub, get drunk, you think everything's fine, and you get accused of rape. That happens quite a lot. Anyway, I'm digressing slightly here. So what I said to Jeff is, I like to examine topics. I don't want to force dogma on people. They can believe what they want. But ironically, at this post is about truth, not feelings, yet some haven't even considered what the meaning of everyday words are. The trans thing has been blown out of proportion by activists, the roots of which manifested themselves from feminism now, and we see men are capitulating to a mainstream feminist narrative because it's easier. That's what's actually happening. In other words, they want to get a shag and they don't want the grief. So women are saying, we don't like trans women, we don't want them in our spaces. And ironically, what they're saying is we don't want men in our spaces. But so we're going around in circles with this. I think a lot of the activist thing was pushing, and now it's getting pushed back. But unfortunately, we're spending a lot of energy on this when we should be fighting the clean air zones and the 20 miles per hour speed limits and the wind farms and people taking away our gas boilers and taking away our wood burners. So that's generally what the globalists want, is they want us fighting over race, gender, sexuality. Suits them fine. So that's, I'm going to see if there's any comments come in. I don't think so. Maybe there might be. There's another one. He's come back. Now he's up in the stakes now. Women uniquely also have the XX, he's on it chromosomes, while men have XY. Women who've had surgery or are born without the ability to have children are still women. No amount of surgery, drugs or hormones can allow a man to have kids. So if genetically XX male or XX male or 46 XX male disorder, provided they've retained the necessary functions, even in a case of 46 XX male disorder, which is 1/30,000, they are recognised as a distinct disorder of sexual development. They don't choose to self-identify as something they are not. When they are diagnosed, they have specialist treatment for. Is he talking about intersex people here? I think he is. A man who self-identifies as a woman and needs urgent medical care will not be treated as a woman, nor can they request general care such as smear tests or be given the pill. Men are not women, and nor should they be competing in female sports. They can just as easily create their own sports, just like the Paralympics are separate from male and female Olympic sports. Well, he's kind of elaborated on his initial failure to. I mean, but I suppose it would have been a bit much if he came out with that right away. So he's got I've put the wind up him, and he's up in the stakes, so to speak. The thing about the sports is that women's sports discriminate against men because they can't play in it. So when you're discussing these things with people, you have to kind of sometimes talk on their level. So they think trans women are men, so you go along with that, that's fine. So therefore, they're discriminating against men. Women are discriminating against men, so they can't play in their sports. That's discrimination, simple. Yeah. Anyway, we'll leave it at that now. Thanks for watching. Bye.